Good morning, my friends. How's everyone this morning? We are back for week 18 of Challenge Me More in 24. And I just wanted to get started with showing you some of the beautiful blooms. This is a magnolia. This is a Florida southern magnolia, and it's opened up overnight, and you can see it's already starting to turn brown. But look at that. Isn't that incredible? The final inside. And that's the seed pod. I mean, this is the stamen and all, but this will turn into, that will drop all these little hair-like things, and then this will grow, and it becomes a seed pod. It's amazing. And then the seeds come out. They're a long red seed that actually has almost like a string attached to it, so that they don't just all fall out at once. It really takes a heavy breeze, and the breeze will then carry those seeds everywhere. These are my gardenias are blooming in my front yard, and I just, I wish I could share this with you. It's just beautiful. And here's one that I just picked this morning. Oh, if only I had smell-o-vision. But I wanted to go over a few things with you. And talk about all the things that you could challenge yourself on, or maybe just give you some ideas on what you could do. Starting with, if you have eggs in the morning, save your eggshells, and I rinse them out and I let them dry, and then I pulverize mine. If you have a blender, if you have a coffee bean grinder, you can make a powder out of that, and you can put that in your worm bin if you have it. You can put it in your compost. You can put it around your plants. It really helps add calcium to back into your soil. And over here we have another idea, and this, I don't actually weigh any of this, except for I shred the label, but there's minuscule weight in that. The liquid that's in these cans, especially if it's a no salt added, I take that liquid and I put that in my watering can, and it adds that sugar back into my soil, and plants love it. Plants, remember, they the potassium that's in these different things gets everybody to bloom nicely. Another thought: if you have rice, do you rinse your rice? If you don't, then skip this one. But if you do rinse your rice, it is there's vitamin B and sugars in that also. You can also give that to your plants. But if you decide not to, rinse your hair with it. You've washed your hair. If you use conditioner, that's fine. But afterwards, rinse it with some rice water. Oh my goodness, it makes your hair so soft. And from what I understand, there's a lot of ladies from 1,000 years ago, those cultures that they have that beautiful long hair, and you ask them their secret, and they go, well, what's the secret? Well, we rinse our hair with rice water. So, excuse me, I wanted to show you avocados. Both the skin, if that's what you want to call this is a shell, and then the inside has a stone in there, and I let them dry, and then I put those through my my pulverizer also, and I get this powder. And again, that is very high in vitamins. Now, you could take that and you could soak it in hot water and drink the water, and you get the benefits, or you can add that to your plants. Back here I have my fruits and vegetables that I go ahead and dehydrate, and again I pulverize those and make a powder that I feed it to my worms, because I have a worm bin. And but you could also give it to your compost, or you could put it around your plants. If you have any problems with your plants, pour some hot water over it and let it sit for 24 hours, and then take that water and spray your plants with it. It will keep down any problems. This goes the same for if you have banana peels and you don't have worms, you don't have a compost. Soak those, and it draws that potassium out, and it helps with blooming plants. If you have any bug problems, take your onion peel. I have my neighbor was going on vacation, and she said, I have some onions, would you like them? I normally get a sweet onion, but she had these, and I thought, that's great. I'll take the skins, I'll soak them in rainwater if you have rainwater. If you don't have rainwater, tap water's fine. Let it sit for at least 24 hours to leach out any of the uh, chemicals that are in your water that we're probably all drinking. If you have a compost pile, or you have your worms, if you have cereals, or you have flour, anything that you have in your pantry that might go stale, put that in there also. Of course, the cardboard is biodegradable, and it acts as a great weed deterrent. So you lay that down first, and then lay your mulch on top, and it will help control the weeds. And then on this side, we have all the things that you could add to your recycling. Whether Amazon brings you a nice package and they don't have it in a box, but they have it in a nice package, you can use that. I use my shredded cardboard, I use my shredded paper, I use my toilet paper and paper towel rolls. Your cork, if you have wine, corks are biodegradable. Why is that? Because they come from a cork tree, and they shave off that bark and they make cork out of it. This is balsa wood that comes from your little packages of ice cream, nail files, any of that sort of thing. One thing I wanted to share with you is of course, egg cartons are wonderful, but St. Patrick's Day, which is March 17th, we had corned beef and cabbage and potatoes, and I've never chitted potatoes before, and it took 6 weeks, but can you see they're finally getting little chits on them. So I am going to go ahead and plant those, and I'm quite excited because I have never tried growing potatoes before, but I have so many of you who are wonderful potato growers. Steve Digwell over at Steve Digwell Green Fingers, Cuckoo Cottage, Scott Huey, Nick the Gardener. These guys are all in England. Actually, Scott's in Ireland. I'm trying to think of anyone around here. Florida, we don't grow that many potatoes. But anyway, I think that just shows you all of my goodies. So hang on just one sec. There I am. I'm back. So we'll make this real quick because we've already done all this. The purpose of this is to recycle 2,000 pounds of all of these goodies that you see into my garden. That's my purpose. Last year I did 1,000 pounds. This year I'm hoping for 2,000 pounds. I might be stretching it just a bit, but I did okay. It's the dry part of the year, so we're really not getting a lot of heavy grass clippings and what have you, but some. And let's see, I trimmed some shrubs, and Rick ran over it twice with a lawnmower. That's a hint for you. If you decide, well, gee, I bet we could run the lawnmower over this and break it down. And the first time it'll seem like chunks and chunks. But once you get it into that smaller, and you've already started to break those leaves open, and the leaves start to release their liquids, you'll find that the second time through, it's more like a green mash. And put your cardboard layer down, and then put that on top, and you won't have to weed for the whole season. But anyway, long story short, excuse me, this week I got 21 pounds, 9.9 ounces. That brings us up to 509 pounds and 0.1. 0.1 ounce. You always have to count that 0.1. So basically that was it. I wanted to make this as quick as possible and say thank you. This is number 70. This is my 70th week of doing this. 18 weeks this year, 52 weeks last year. And I will keep on doing it as long as you keep on watching. So I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Remember, next Sunday is Mother's Day for those of you who, parts of the country who celebrate. I believe Canada and England have already done theirs. So for those of you here in America, and I think Australia, Mother's Day is next week. So anyway, that was it. Remember, garden what you've got, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.